Welcome to the solo leveling recap. Decades ago, magical portals opened on Earth, crossing dimensions. The other held magical beasts, immune to conventional weaponry. Some humans awakened magical abilities to fight them. Those were called hunters. They ranked from the top of S tier all the way to E rank, the lowest. A hunter's strength and rank is set from the moment they are born. 3 years later, hunters are recognized in society as a normal job, risking their lives on raids for loot so they can trade money to provide for their families. The Hunter Association is the governing body that regulates the portals. When a portal spawns, they block it off from the public. They will then auction it to the highest bidder, typically one of the top 5 guilds: Hunters, White Tiger, Reaper, Fame, and Knights. Elite hunters are signed on to the top guilds. Blacksmith and scientists use the loot to create armor and weapons. They are also developing a new energy source to convert mana into energy. Jin-woo, an E-rank nicknamed the weakest hunter in the world, is accompanied by Joo-hee, a friend and a B-rank healer who is worried about him. He is the only breadwinner in the family, and with dad missing, his mother's treatments being expensive, and his sister going through college, he has to hunt to make money. Like any business, hunting is monopolized, making the organization named a guild, where top ranked hunters are recognized as celebrities. Though Jin-woo barely makes minimum wage hunting low ranked dungeons, he can rarely ever buy new items and struggles to afford cheap daggers. After a successful raid, they discover another tunnel. Realizing it is a double dungeon, typically they would report it to the Hunter Association and wait for approval, but they decide to bend the rules a bit and head on, as this is only a D-rank raid. Finding massive doors that open, they enter with 13 hunters. Statues envelope the cave as a giant figure sits on a throne. Finding scripture, they translate it to 3 lines. The door shuts as the horror begins. Regretting ever stepping inside, a hunter fails to leave. His body canvasses the floor as they realize the giant on the throne is alive. Barely dodging the lasers from his eyes, they remain calm and still for the giant to not shoot again. The first line indicates that they have to pray to the giant as a god. With the first trial over, the statue smiles and begins to move. Losing more lives, they realize they have to stand by the musical statues. Their last trial is to prove that they are worthy. With the doors cracked open and the statues advancing, they have to remain until the blue fires are out. Then they can leave. But as the time slowly ticks down, and the nervous unrest causes each of the hunters to slowly trail out, leaving Jin-woo, Joo-hee, and Mr. Sung left. He urges for Mr. Sung to take Joo-hee, as his left leg is gone. Sacrificing himself, the door shuts and statues close in. Wishing he had a second chance at life, he is executed. But a notification flashes on the screen, a chance to become a player and revived. The White Tiger Guild find Jin-woo, however the tunnel had vanished. The Hunter Association investigate to find nothing out of the ordinary. They assume he had a second awakening, but his power is still at 10. An average E-rank hunter has 70 points, and also that the Cardinal Temple had to be at least A or S rank to disappear like that. Now with a game-like system and the ability to upgrade his stats, he is made to do daily quests, and he gains points from doing these quests, placing points into strength and perception, which allows him to sense monsters and their strength level. He gets a random daily loot box and keys, allowing him access to instant dungeons. He begins by killing goblins and wolves. You could say he starts solo leveling. Labels change depending on his strength level. White means weaker, orange means roughly the same strength, and red means way stronger. And escaping the dungeon after killing the boss, he gains a C rank dagger. He is brought to another, only the boss is left, because if a portal is left too long, it can cause a portal break, where the magical monsters can enter the world. With hunters unable to kill the boss, Jin-woo uses his new strength to pierce the shield of the boss instantly, and the team finishes it off. Knowing that the boss is only D rank, Jin-woo aims to increase his own strength. Not so long after, he is released from the hospital, and even the nurse start to find him attractive. All the training has been paying off. Late on rent, he aims to get back into hunting. Jin-woo doesn't want to get re-evaluated, because if it is revealed that he can level up, he will be jolted into the limelight and become a target, so he will remain anonymous by only raiding low tier dungeons. He meets with Dong-soo, a C rank tank. Their strike team only needs 2 members to fill their positions, so they add E-rank Jin-woo. He'll be getting paid as long as he carries their items, and also E-rank Jin-ho, a trust fund kid that is able to get expensive armor. The band enter the C-rank portal, easily killing the ant army, though they notice that something has been feeding on the ants, and Jin-woo's perception makes him note that something is off. As they find a massive den filled with mana crystals, they also spot the boss spider. Without the appropriate excavating equipment, they head back and leave Jin-woo and Jin-ho, sealing off the cave and waking up the spider. Jin-woo realizes they have been betrayed. The band want the spider to kill them so they can split the loot 6 ways. They can blame their deaths on the raid, as regulations beyond on the portal are difficult to enforce, but knowing that Jin-woo is upwards of a C rank, he easily slices through the spider. Jin-ho knows that Jin-woo must be a false ranker, special awakened people that deliberately weaken themselves so that they can get ranked lower. They are known to be serial killers. After killing the spider, Jin-ho starts to call Jin-woo boss and begins mining for him. The strike team drop in, assuming that Jin-ho had killed the spider with his expensive armor. The duo face off against the band. A sudden quest shocks Jin-woo, and the band strike him with magic. Accepting the reality of humanity's evil qualities, and that they treated him terribly for being weak, he accepts the quest to kill the 6 individuals, and cuts through their flesh like a monster, leaving Dong-soo for last, saying something about his brother as he is being decapitated. Jin-woo gains a special skill, murderous intent. The portal begins to close and they are unable to collect the loot. Jin-ho promises to keep Jin-woo's secret, not knowing the full extent, just that he is a false ranker. He later contacts Jin-woo. As the son of Yoo-jin Construction, he wants Jin-woo to lead a strike team so that he can apply to become a guild leader after 20 successful raids, as Yoo-jin Construction, the conglomerate, wants to expand into the world of hunting and create a guild of their own. He will also give Jin-woo a $30 billion building afterwards. Living it up a bit and having more money to spend, Jin-woo is invited to a D-ranked dungeon. He reunites with the party that abandoned him. Mr. Sung thanks him for sacrificing his life, and so does Joo-hee. Mr. Kim and Kong are too ashamed to make eye contact with him. The 3 additional hunters are C-rank criminals to reduce their sentence. Tae-shik, a B-rank Hunter Association member, will be escorting them. Entering the catacombs, they split off into 3, until they hear shrieks. Running back to find the 3 criminals deceased, Mr. Kong and Mr. Kim too, revealing they killed the 3 criminals because they had sexually assaulted women and got away with it. Tae-shik faces off against Mr. Sung and Joo-hee. Jin-woo intervenes, though he realized that Tae-shik is a serial killer. He had been murdering people in dungeons under the guise that monsters had did it. Tae-shik, as an assassin class, can use stealth. Jin-woo uses his murderous intent to sense Tae-shik as he kills him easily. He knows that his rank is roughly A rank now. He also gains the ability to use stealth. To thank Jin-woo, Mr. Sung pretends that he had killed Tae-shik. Jin Cho-woo, Chief Inspector of the Hunters Association, warns Jin-woo that the S-rank Dong-soo Hwang will try to kill him and Jin-ho. He doesn't care about the facts but blames his brother's passing on them because they survived the raid. And with the S-ranks having unimaginable amounts of power, he urges for him to leave the country, as the Hunters Association might not be able to protect him. He pays this no mind, and one day running with his sister, he doubles all his daily stats and gets a secret reward. Choosing the blessed key, he enters the dungeon and kills the Cerberus gatekeeper. He gets the recipe to get the elixir of life, a potion that could heal his hospitalized mother. Agreeing to the deal with Jin-ho, on the terms that only the 2 of them entered the dungeon, they will pay the other 6 hunters to sit outside to pass the regulations. They pay above market prices for the C-rank gates. Jin-woo uses these gates to level up, and with already 7 done, he reaches level 40. An optional job change quest appears. He puts this off as he is contacted by the White Tiger administration, who fails to recruit Jin-woo as a promising talent. Driving to a remote location, he accepts the job change quest. Being placed into a battle with knights, assassins and mages, he goes forth and fights Knight Commander Igorus the Blood Red. Along for Battle 1, he gets his first S-rank piece of gear. Realizing that Igorus wasn't the boss, he begins an infinite raid stage. Seeing how long he can last, and also noticing that the mages are spawning the Shadow Army, he defeats them, and with the last alive gone, he levels up immensely from the mission, and gains the Necromancer class, being able to arise and control a Shadow Army, even including Igorus. Meanwhile, S-rank heroes are going to Jeju Island, an island full of A-rank and S-rank ants. This is where the story ends. Make sure to subscribe, and for more, watch this.